up is difficult no matter who you are. But if you're a young person and you're growing up in poverty, you're growing up in a single-parent household, maybe you've got a parent who's incarcerated, you're going to face even more challenges. And so you need even more support, somebody in your life who is there to care for you and to be that sounding board, because those problems aren't going to go away. The best somebody can do is help you be able to deal with them and face them in a way that allows you to continue to grow. And so I think that's what mentors can do. They can't take away all the adversity, but they can help be there for that child and help them walk through it in a positive direction and come out better for it.
My mother had me when she was a teenager. I've never known or met my father. We struggled tremendously on welfare and food stamps. We were extremely mobile. We moved, I think it was 7 times from 2nd to 4th grade. As a direct result of that, I was illiterate entering into 4th grade. Academics was just not a priority because I had all these other things going on. Growing up in poverty and having a drug-infested home and a mother that was addicted to drugs in and out of prison, it was horrific. And sometimes if you don't know any better, it just becomes the norm. But because of my mentor and athletic opportunities, I was able to see a life outside of my community. I met my mentor, Fred, when I was 10 years old. I would sit there at his kitchen table in a nice, quiet, relaxed environment. We'd have a root beer. I would do my homework. We'd go outside and play catch. He was someone that cared about what I was doing every day of my life.
Young Nebraska women who aspire to build great.
Mentoring is a friendship between 2 people, and it matters because there's so many young people out there that don't have the kind of supports in their life that most of us have had growing up. A positive role model, somebody to bounce ideas with, somebody to help them make good choices. Something as simple as a friendship between 2 people can make a world of difference, and all the research tells us that.
I mentor with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and my mentee, her name is Periel Jackson. She's going to be a junior at North.
Before I met Miss Dana, I was having issues at school with a group of girls, and I was very lonely.
Well, my mentee faces the same sorts of struggles that all young people in high school face. There's peer pressures, there's questions about their changing bodies and all the things that go along with that. There's academic struggles, and so she faces those, and I'm able to answer a call, a text, to go and see her when she has a need and wants to spend time with someone. So I'm just there as an additional support for her.
It's great. I don't feel lonely anymore, and I get to spend time with somebody because my brother and sister are both gone to college. So I get to spend a lot of quality time with her and get to talk to her and express my feelings.
I just enjoy the opportunity to talk with her and to be a part of her life.
The work that we're doing, it's crucial that we have our business community involved because that's where our volunteers come from.
I actually learned about mentoring through my fellow OPPD employees. Partnership for Kids is an organization that OPPD partners with to get back in the community.
Some would say, well, it's really helping the kids, and that's great, it really is. But I will share with you, it's really increasing engagement with our workforce. It's helping the schools and the kids, but it's also really improving kind of the workplace and the work life of OPPD.
Obviously, we know when we give back as a mentor, we're going to be providing something back to the students. We're going to be teaching them about life, teaching them about school and education and those things. But there's also a learning experience coming back to you as well, which is something that is not talked about, but it happens. You learn about the struggles that they go through. You learn about their lives and how things are different from your life.
All right, sound like a bet? All right, you got it.
We're not about fixing kids. We're not about becoming their parent or their coach or their spiritual guardian. I mean, we're really there to be a friend and a listener, and at the important times, be available.
I believe that kids need somebody to believe in them. They need to have a reason and a purpose, especially when you're growing up in poverty and you have all these factors happening and all this stress in your life. Why is it important to come to school? Why is it important to learn to read when you're just trying to survive?
So I think if we are all honest with ourselves, we know that to the degree we've ever achieved anything that's of any value at all, it's because there was somebody there to help us and support us. And if we have had that benefit, I think we have an absolute responsibility to pass that on.
Okay, Dennis, take it easy. Mm-hmm.